This is Witch-based news for Friday the 19th of December 2025. I'm Commander Burr. In Elite Dangerous news this week, there's more festive giveaways and a new seasonal trail to follow in-game. We've an updated guide to unlocking Odyssey's full pantheon of on-foot engineers, and it's all change at the top again as FDEVs CEO steps down. If you enjoy our videos, consider subscribing to the channel and remember to ding the little bell to make sure you see all our content and community posts. And if you'd like to help support our channel, links to our Patreon and everything else are in the description below. We start the show this week with a reminder that Frontier's Elite Dangerous Festive Giveaway Advent Calendar is still active, with the last item becoming available on Monday the 22nd of December. Once the final item is released, however, you will still have until the 8th of January to claim all the items in the giveaway, and you'll find a link to the event page where you can claim your gifts in the description below. Continuing with the seasonal theme, the traditional festive event in the game went live this week, which once again has commanders deciphering some clues to learn the starport addresses to deliver some festive gift rare items to. There are 8 locations in all to deliver a gift to, and in return you'll either receive a free in-game festive themed item, some samples of which you can see on screen now, or a hefty credits reward. You'll need a medium class ship to land at all the sites you get sent to, and a minimum of 8 free cargo slots for the presents. The clues can be quite cryptic, but suffice to say the Elite Dangerous community was all over the problem in a flash, and a complete solution together with what prize is available from what destination is posted to the Canonn website, which we've linked to in the description below this video should you need it. The recent announcement of the arrival of operations next year, and with it an increased meshing of on-foot and starship gameplay, has generated a degree of buzz around the community, with many commanders looking to get the spacesuits and weapons of their befeated in-game persona levelled up and engineered appropriately in time to take best advantage of whatever the operations experience is about to deliver. That being the case then, I was very pleased to see this recently updated guide to unlocking the enfeated engineers you'll need pop up on Reddit. Whilst the original version of this guide was created some time ago by Redditor The Fredo, it has now been updated by the brilliantly named Ketchup Warthog to reflect the slimmed down requirements, and also added a complete easy to ingest list of required activities and items etc. at the bottom of the diagram, mapping out the whole journey in a nicely edible form and hopefully helping it become somewhat less daunting. There's also some helpful tips in the text of the Reddit post that will help further smooth out the process, so it is worth reading through before you embark on your own particular journey should you decide to use it. You'll find Ketchup Warthog's updated Odyssey Engineers Unlocking Visual Guide linked in the description below this video. If you're looking for that extra level of immersion in Elite Dangerous, then there's currently a promotion running for the Tobii Eyetracker. I bought myself a Tobii Eyetracker a couple of years ago, as I've been using head tracking solutions for about 15 years in various simulations as well as Elite Dangerous on the PC, and I switched to the Tobii solution specifically because of its features. Put very simply, via its pencil thin single peripheral device, the Tobii Eyetracker will translate your head and, if you want it to, eye movements into the actions in the game. For Elite Dangerous specifically, this means that in the cockpit of your spaceship or SRV you can easily and intuitively move your head around in the game and look around as you would were you actually there. The Tobii Eyetracker works just as well if you're wearing contact lenses or glasses, and also in low light conditions or when using a curved monitor. Tobii's solution is also able to track the movement of your eyes, and this, coupled with a unique feature called Camera Boost, is able to accelerate your head movements in the game depending on the direction you're looking in. Right now, until the 5th of January 2026, Tobii are offering a 20% discount on the Eyetracker 5, and you can also enter a sweepstake competition to win one for yourself. Links are in the description below this video. Long-time veteran of Frontier Developments and the company's current CEO, Jonny Watts, announced he was stepping down from the company this week. Jonny will be replaced by the company's current Chief Marketing Officer, Joe Cook, effective from the 1st of January, but Jonny will stay on the board of Frontier until the end of the current financial year in May 2026 to support a smooth swap at the top. Jonny has been with Frontier Developments for 27 years and stepped into the CEO position, replacing Elite's co-creator David Braben in the top spot at the Cambridge Dev House in 2022. Jonny remained at the top of the company, steering it through one of the most challenging periods it's ever faced financially, eventually leading the company's refocus back to creative management sims and witnessing the reimagining of the Elite Dangerous monetization model at the start of last year. Jonny Watts joined Frontier in 1998 after gaining degrees in zoology and computer science. He spent 4 years as a software developer but eventually rose to become head of and then eventually director of production at Frontier. Before becoming the CEO, Jonny spent 10 years as the Cambridge developers' chief creative officer and is credited by FDEV themselves as being one of the key figures behind their overall video game development strategy of develop, launch and nurture, a business mantra that the company quotes still to this day, and it's during this period that Elite Dangerous was created and launched by the company. During those same early days of Elite Dangerous, the soon-to-be CEO, Joe Cook, was the company's head of marketing from 2014 until her departure in 2017. She returned to the FDEV fold as their chief marketing officer very recently in August of this year, where she worked on the launch of Jurassic World Evolution 3. Joe's outlook on video game development is often cited as being player-centric, and indeed, in the announcement about her stepping up to the CEO position, she is quoted as saying that she intends the company to continue to be successful through listening to its players. With a change at the top of the company, there is bound to be a degree of anxious rumbling within the Elite Dangerous community over what it might mean for the game and its future. After some undoubtedly difficult years, Elite Dangerous is now in the midst of somewhat of a renaissance, and even though still a relatively small part of the greater stable for Frontier, the shift in monetization practices has seen its revenue grow 76%, with a 150% increase in paid DLC for the game in the last year alone, which surely isn't something to be sniffed at. The drive within the game's development for the last 12 months has largely been steering towards smoothing out some of Elite's well-documented friction points and onboarding new players, as well as bringing lapsed players back to the game. It's been our experience from reading our own comments here on YouTube that a large swathe of players have indeed returned to the game, as well as new players joining during the last year. The best gauge we can accurately get on the overall success of this initiative is Steam's publicly available statistics, and the numbers of concurrent players and also peaks of player numbers around content and ship releases in particular absolutely shows an increase, with the numbers at key points compared between 2024 and 2025 almost doubling. It's worth stressing again, this is just one source of information, and all it can reasonably be expected to show is a general overall trend in player numbers and not absolute figures. However, out of the highest performers in all of FDEV's current stable on Steam, Elite Dangerous is the one with the consistently highest number of players, as shown in the graph on screen now, Elite being the line in green. Suffice to say, Joe takes over the top position at Frontier during a very interesting period for Elite Dangerous specifically, and with the much anticipated arrival of Operations early next year and the game finally beginning to truly mesh on-foot and Starship gameplay, it's only going to get more interesting from this point forward. Joe Cook's career has been spent in the realm of marketing, and part of the marketing equation is, of course, communication. Effective marketing can create a perceived value in the mind of a customer, but it's effective communication that is needed to deliver that message to a customer, and historically communication has been something that Frontier, as a customer-facing corporation, has struggled with. Whilst not linked time-wise directly to Joe's departure from Frontier, there was certainly a period in the Joe-less years where Frontier's communications on all things Elite Dangerous hit a definite trough, only picking up again significantly when the game was championed both internally and externally by Arthur Tolmie between 2020 and 2025. As of this recording, the comms from Frontier are in a slightly weird hybrid place, being more sporadic in nature than we have seen in more recent times, but certainly still better than their historical low points. It'll be fascinating to see if that situation changes at all when Joe gets a grip of the reins. Frontier's interim financial results, which are due to be published to the stock market in January, will give us an update into Elite's current performance and the company's financial strength overall. And in February, when Frontier have said they'll be returning with their next developer vlog, we're hopeful that we'll see a roadmap from the company for the year ahead in Elite Dangerous. This is the last edition of Witchspace News for this year. We'll be returning with our first show of 2026 on the 9th of January. Both Rini and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us on the journey through 2025, and we wish you all a very peaceful festive season and a happy and prosperous 2026. We very much look forward to seeing what Elite Dangerous has in store for us all next. Will you be completing your in-game festive present deliveries? Are you more interested in the Odyssey on-foot component now that operations are on their way? And what would you like to see Frontier's new head honcho bring to Elite Dangerous in the new year? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back next year with more videos. Until then, 07 Commanders.
Eat all your greens, including the sprouts on the way out, and do make sure to hang your socks on the toast rack. Keep them warm, Z.
Oh God.
Very much look forward to seeing you next time.